Generating a world with this seed spawns you in a map that has a naturally generated circle mountain with a new cherry grove biome. In this video, I have 20 different seeds that are all unique and with beautiful landscapes. Starting off with the same perfectly generated circle mountain which has the new very cool looking biome on top. Now imagine building your base right in the middle here and you have the coolest view ever. Behind the mountain you also have a village where you can get some resources and workers. The only downside with this seed is the location. It is 12,000 blocks away from the world spawn. But the next seed is right at your spawn, and that is very similar to the last one, but it's way smaller and not so perfect. Looking that way, there is a villager outpost nearby. Definitely a unique starting point for your new 1.20 world. A quick reminder that all of these seeds are linked down in the description. Moving on to the next one, which is very close to the spawn. Massive snowy mountains in a circle. The highest point for these mountains is Y level 255. Another good feature for this seed is that around the mountains you have different biomes. Jungle, savanna, plains, birch forest, dark forest and even taiga. That is 6 different wood types that you can use to build something cool between these huge mountains. And if you're not already sold on this seed, then there is an ancient city directly under the mountains, which will make your cave exploring a lot more eventful. Unique seeds are not stopping, because this one has a cherry grove biome in the middle of the snowy mountains. You could take a picture of this and sell it as an artwork. It's so cool seeing pink and white colors together. I can just imagine what cool buildings could be built here. Some extras for this seed are 2 villages nearby, although one is abandoned, but that is understandable because there is a villager outpost nearby. I don't know what's with these mountains and ancient cities, but there is also an ancient city underneath. And the craziest part is that all of these are in your world spawn. We have had such cool biomes already, but the next one is even cooler, since it's the Minecraft's main menu biome. Yes, somebody already found it. Actually, it was found just 19 hours after Minecraft Snapshot was released, which had the new background. How crazy is that? If you want to know how they found it, go check out Minecraft's at Home's video, it will be linked in the description. Although the right place is a bit far away from spawn, it's still a cool place to travel and maybe even build something. Moving on with a couple of seeds that have really interesting structures. Starting with the world where you can spawn on an island and have a mansion right next to you. We also have a village right next to it, and if we zoom out from here, you can see this island is tiny. It seems a bit scary to be trapped on an island like this, but if you like adventures, then it's definitely a cool seed. I can guarantee you that exploring all these seeds with a friend is much cooler, and for that use our hosting company wisehosting.com, where you can easily generate the world with a custom seed and start playing immediately. Use the code SEED25 and you will get 25% off from your first month. Thanks again to Wise Hosting, but the next seed is probably one of the strangest seeds you have ever seen. You spawn in and the first thing you notice is the village that is on top of the mansion. Like what? How could this happen? And it's all right at the spawn. It's kinda cool, but I feel like it's a bit of a pain for the villagers that live here. Hopefully the Vindicators are friendly to them. The next seed has one of the coolest villages because it's generated on a very deep lake. This lake is so deep that it almost goes down to the bedrock. Around this village is a beautiful cherry grove biome and another village. Walking around the hillside and seeing the lake below you is so relaxing and beautiful at the same time. And this natural beauty can be found only 1,000 blocks away from the world spawn. The village on a lake was very eye-catching, but the next seed spawns right on top of the mountain that has a gorgeous village in the middle. These villagers down there are living their best life for sure. I personally would want to build my own base here, but I'm sure I could find a job to give them, like trading enchantment books I mean. But if you destroy this village, then there is another one close by, and you also get the new cherry grove biome. Now imagine flying around and seeing this. What would be your first thoughts? In my opinion, it looks so dope, and I would have a hard time believing this was naturally generated. It's a huge hollow mountain that begs someone to build in this. I'm sure that there are a lot of unique builds that could happen here. and luckily it's only about 200 blocks away from the spawn. So grab a boat and paddle your way there. The previous seed had a really cool hollow mountain, but look at this one. You can build a whole floating island here, and the best part is that it's right at the spawn. At first it might be hard to walk around these mountains since it's all floating. Unless you're PewDiePie, you can build some bridges so it's more practical and cooler looking. Around this cool mountain you can also find a village and a monument. Spawning into the next seed, and we are on top of a very steep mountain. You are safe here from all the drowned in the ocean, but to get down you have to do some cliff jumping. But that's not all. Looking at the side of the mountain, we can see a huge entrance into a lush cave. I'm already imagining that if I would build my base here, then this would be the entrance. When we are looking around, we can see that there are more steep mountains waiting to be explored, and there is even a monument right next to the island. The next seed offers us a cool looking mountain that resembles a staircase taking us to heaven. I really like how the mountain goes straight down from the side. It's definitely a unique structure where building a base would be interesting. Another good part about this seed is that it's close to the spawning point. But if you thought that was a high mountain, then the next seed will surprise you. It's an enormous mountain that has the highest point measuring in at Y level 256. This mountain goes way above the clouds and is mostly flat on the top, like it was meant for building something here. This area is filled with mountains, so it looks gorgeous. And on top of that deal you get 2 villages, a cherry grove biome and an ancient city nearby. But you have to travel around 600 blocks from the spawn for this beautiful area. I would definitely do that. This high mountain madness won't stop. The next seed has a very tall Badlands mountain right at your world spawn. I don't know why, but I really like the look of the Badlands mountains. Maybe because no one really uses this biome, so it looks kinda rare. Next time when you start the new Minecraft world, maybe consider using this seed. And once again, you have an ancient city right underneath this mountain. Then we stop on a seed that has literally the largest mushroom island I have ever seen. And as you know, there are no mobs spawning at the mushroom island. Minecraft even stops you from spawning there, because look how far away we are from 0, But at least you spawn right next to it, and the area it covers is massive. This seed is definitely more useful for hardcore players who don't like dealing with mobs. I'm sure that the hardcore players can change their minds once they see this beautiful seed that has a cool looking lake at the start. You spawn in and boom! Your eyes get to see this gorgeous looking lake with a flat wall mountain around it. Going through this side of the mountain gets you access to the huge lush cave, which makes it even cooler. But if you plan to live here, then I recommend to watch out for this villager outpost to avoid any unexpected visitors. Next seed helps you make a lonely island survival world. The shape of this island is so damn good, it looks like something out of a movie. And with this seed, you can spawn right into it. You don't get a lot of trees on this island, but at least you have a monument right next to it. But if that seemed more like small hills, then the next seed definitely has mountains. It's basically the same size as the previous island, but look how many mountains it has. And of course, using this seed you will spawn directly onto this island. Exploring this island is definitely cool until you go underground. You can find a lot of deep dark biomes, but unfortunately no ancient city. Check out all the seeds in the description, because I would like to know which one was your favorite. Thanks for watching and checking out Wise Hosting if you need a Minecraft server. Bye!